How we doing? I am your host, Robert T. Gardner Jr., also known as Dr. Rob. Welcome to Station BOB, and let me tell you a little about thee. I am a kid from a Harlem hood who turned out good. I got educated like I should. Now I know how to help you grow to become the best of your being in life, love, and work. With that said, I am here to provide you with some clarity associated with the perplexity of the challenges in your life, love, and work. So, without further ado, let's get down on it. Enjoy the show. Yes, how we doing? And welcome once again, my friend, to Station BOB, where you listen to learn how to become the best of your being in life, love, and work. And of course, I am your host, Dr. Rob. What's up? Taken from the words of one Martin Lawrence. Okay, so we're here again, and it's been a minute since we did our last podcast, and I like to say from one of my favorite songs that come from Michael Jackson, can it be I stayed away too long? Did I leave your mind when I was gone? I certainly hope not. But we're here again. Amanda and Dr. Rob Debate Gate. Say hello, Amanda.
Hey.
All right. Well, Amanda at this point is known for giving me a very hard time, okay? But Amanda went on a little staycation, and she arrived safe and traveled back home safe, so we're glad to have her back in the studio. So how you doing, Amanda? What's going on?
I'm doing well. I'm glad to be back.
How was your vacation?
It was awesome. Absolutely. Spent time with family and friends and just had an amazing time.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So today, Amanda, we are going to take on the topic, should mothers receive child support if they keep the child or children away from the fathers? What say you? Should the mothers get child support when they are not allowing the father of those children to see the kid? Or we'll just say kid, but we're talking about however many children might be involved. We'll just say the child, just to keep it simple. But what say you?
I say yes. She should receive child support.
And why would that be?
Because she still has to take care of the child. Whether she's allowing the father to see, the father should take care of his child regardless. That's his child.
All right, right. So I get that. But what I'm saying is, it's like if I go to Walmart to buy some groceries, I usually come home with the groceries, right? Because I'm spending money. I'm getting my little snacks and fruit and veggies and things and bread. And so, I bring my little bag that I had to buy from Walmart to pack my groceries. Then I go home with my groceries. So now I'm paying, $400, $500, $600, $700 in child support a month. Some of us men do, and more.
And
then, but we don't get to come home with the groceries in terms of being able to, spend time with our child because you, the mother, are upset or mad about something. I guess it's because we broke up. So now I cannot see my child. So if I go to Walmart and spend money, I get to come home with the groceries. But I pay child support, and the court says I can spend time with little Dr. Rob.
Well, now you hit on something there. Now, if the court says that you are, that they have allowed you this opportunity to spend time with your child, and the mother, myself, I'm not letting you, then that's a different situation. You got to go back to court. I would, if I were you, if I were the father, I would go back to court and say, hey, listen, she's not holding up her end.
Wait. Why would I have to go back to court when?
Because I'm not doing what the court ordered.
Right, but see, the whole idea is when the child support was established, then so was the visitation.
Okay.
So we already have a court order in place, okay? Because see, it costs money to go to court. You got to file a new motion, and sometimes you go with a lawyer, and many times, if you're me, you go without a lawyer. Okay, so. Why would I have to go back to court if we already went to court? That's how you got the child support in the first place. But also, I was able to get the every other weekend or whatever that, my visit looks like. So why would I have to go back to court? You're getting now at this point in, you've received child support 9 months in, but I'm still, you still mad at me because we broke up and I can't see my child.
Oh, well, no. You should, first of all, you shouldn't let it go 9 months. Okay, if I'm not honoring my end of the deal through the court, that's court ordered, then you ding dong that court, the squeaky wheel gets the oil, then you get back on, you go back to court, you do what you have to do, because as a man, they're going to look at you as like, he don't want to take care of his child anyway.
No, Amanda, are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Are you hearing me? Okay, I'm going to say this again in plain English, okay?
Why should you have to go back to court when they've already ordered and you're paying your child support?
Exactly.
Because I'm not holding up my end of the deal.
Well, then why would you hold up your end of the deal if I went back to court to do the same thing that I already did?
The court is going to have to change the rules and regulations behind if I do not.
Like what? Threaten to stop the child support, perhaps, until you let me see my son or my daughter?
Maybe. I don't know how logistically it works legally in court and with child, what's the word I'm looking for? A child custody situation. Yeah. Or
well,
partial
let me ask you this,
or,
because I'm a little confused.
Okay.
We already have a court order
that
says every other weekend, Dr. Rob will get to spend time with little Dr. Rob. Okay.
Okay.
And so you are getting 6, 7, 8, like, as a matter of fact, in real life, when I was paying child support, I was paying $880 a month, $440.
Wow.
A pay period. Woo-wee.
Ouch.
And it was tough on me. So, you have a court order that says that, the father of your child, in this case, we're just going to use me as a hypothetical, if you will.
Okay.
And you're saying that I've been calling you every weekend to say I want to come get my son or my daughter, and you're not allowing me to see my child, and now you're telling me that I should go back to court to do what I already did. That is not making too much sense. Like, what are you doing?
Let me a scorned woman is going to push it as far as she can push it, because if you and I had the child and you, let's just say, for whatever reason we didn't get along, infidelity, whatever, and I feel like I was offended in that relationship, then I'm going to say, no. Hey,
okay,
and you're not. Because we're going to try to be, some of us. I'm not going to say something. I don't want to offend anybody.
Many.
Some women can be very vindictive.
This is happening all over the United States, that women are keeping I call that access denied. I wrote a book on that topic. And so what I'm saying here is, if you have decided that you're going to dig in on this issue and you're not, you made up your mind because you're still smarting or hurting, if you will, from the breakup.
Right.
That we didn't get along anyway.
Right.
Okay. We should have broke up.
Yeah.
But we just so happen to have had a child together. And so you're hurting. But even though we should have broke up, and we should have broke up too. You just was holding on. I don't know why you holding on, but you were just holding on. Okay. But at any rate, if a woman decides that she is, makes a conscious decision, like what you're saying to me, that you're not going to let the father see his child, then why should you get child support? Because
the child still has to be taken care of.
Yes, but if you decide, if you decide that you're not going to let the father see the child, then you should take on that responsibility, because how could you, and I'm all for, let me just, for the record, I'm all for the child or taking care of my child. I'm all for that. But fathers here are left, we're totally, the courts do not support us. Okay.
I agree.
So now, you have a mother here who has decided that she's hurt, and because see, it's not about you. You're getting the child support, and you would agree that the child does need to spend time with their father? Okay, so then why would you deny the child that?
Because now, see, I've never done that, but I don't know what goes through another woman's mind. But I know of women that have done that.
But you're supporting that position. But you support that position
because the child still needs to be taken care of. The child still has needs. This child still has, just like the child needs to be with their father. The child needs food. The child needs clothes. The child needs shelter. So, if the mother can't do it on her own, then, and she shouldn't have to, because that's your child too.
But evidently you can do it on your own, because you're making a conscious decision to not allow the father to spend time with the child.
That doesn't reign true with me for if I keep the child from you, then that means I can raise the child on my own. No, I'm doing that for different reasons.
Okay, but let me ask you this. The child needs their, financial support. There's no question about that.
Absolutely.
But of all of that, what could be more important to the child than their relationship with their father? Answer the question.
I'm going to answer the question.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer the question.
Is all
None
of that
compares to what a good relationship with the father, or the father being there present in the child's life. None of that even compares. That this far supersedes all of the material stuff being with the father.
Talk to me.
But when you have a woman scorned, like I said before, and you have a woman feeling like she's been done wrong, and you feel like, oh no, I'm going to make him pay in every way possible. But she doesn't even realize she's making the child pay.
Exactly.
She's hurting you. She feels like she can hurt you through the child. She feels like that the child will get over it. The child will be all right. They'll have a relationship later on in life. But that doesn't always, it doesn't help that child right then and there. As that child is growing, as that child is developing, and that child needs a father's opinion and a father's presence,
and a father's hug, exactly,
and love and advice, and everything else
of the father's energy.
Correct,
especially when he looks just like the father. Oh, okay. All right. So now, what about this? What about this? So I'm married, and I have 2 children with my wife. And so our children have a mother and a father. And there are times, because with children, they're in programs, they have homework, they're hungry, they eat. This one don't eat that. That one don't eat that. Right. This one is asleep. This one is sick. And so why, as a parent, would you make yourself a single parent by not allowing the father to spend time with the children? And before I go back to you, let me just say this. What I'm really saying is, as a married man in raising children in a 2-parent home, it's too much for 2 people. So why would you make yourself a single parent? Because being a single parent is just too much for one person, because if it's too much for 2 people, I know it's too much for one person. So why would you make yourself a single parent in all of your trying to get me back? Let me tell you, you want to get you want to get the father back. If you want to hurt him or do something, you know what you should do?
I think I know where you're going.
You should make him spend time with the children.
Absolutely.
Because see, if he has to spend time with the children, then you take him out of circulation. Then he's not at happy hour on Friday. He's not at the club. He's not at the comedy club. Okay. Absolutely. He's not at the seaport, checking out the honeys, because you know why? Because he got to pick up little Dr. Rob on Friday night. And so when
lock him down for the weekend.
Exactly. Because when you make when you make Dr. Rob or any other father a single father who is unable to pick up his child, then he's free to go get that honey that you're going to start calling a bitch and a hoe. Okay. But you are not even realizing, because you are not allowing me to spend time with my child. Now I get to go do something else, because what else am I going to do? Because I can't pick up my son or daughter on Friday or Saturday. Because you mad? Talk to me about that, Amanda. You're a single parent. Now, why make yourself a single parent?
Because now my situation wasn't
no,
like that.
I'm talking about you're saying
what's
that.
Your scenario that you just presented to me? Okay. Because my focus would be different. My focus is different in the aspect of hurting you.
Okay, because but still you're a single
because
parent.
I know you want to see. No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Why women do that? I don't know. I have no idea. But they have their own agendas of why they do it. Because I'm willing to put money. I only gamble if I know I'm going to win.
Okay.
Is it really gambling? I don't know.
Are you winning? Anyway, are you winning right now, Amanda?
Absolutely.
Are you winning right now?
Absolutely. Because I'm put a paycheck on this already, Dr. Rob.
Are you winning right now, making yourself as a single parent when there's a father over there who could free you up? So you can go get your nails done, so you can go get, some 2-inch eyelashes, so that you can get your toes
Definitely
done.
Not me.
Okay. So
I'm
are you winning?
I'm organic.
Are you winning when you do that? Are you winning? Because you need some free time too.
Of course. But see, you don't understand. We women, I'm not going to say we because I can't put myself in that category. Some women that are hurt, it doesn't matter. We will rather sacrifice that time than to give the children to you. We will rather sacrifice us not being able to do that to keep the kids from you. We will rather sacrifice and not go places that we want to go and do things we want to do, because we feel like in our mind, in our thoughts, in our thinking of, oh no, I'll get back at him. He wants to spend time with his kids. Nope.
Is that really thinking? I mean,
of course not. I think it's thinking, yes, but I think it's a demented thought.
So what about that idea that what I said a few minutes ago, that if you really want to get at the father, make him take care.
But see, they don't think like that.
No, but I'm saying, is that a good idea about flipping the script?
That's a great idea.
What about that to say, you know what?
I agree with you on that.
Because every time we just say we live in the same town, right? Mm-hmm. And so you got little Dr. Rob, and every time you go to the mall or something, you see me from a distance. I'm just having the time of my life. Mm-hmm, yes, I'm missing my son or my daughter. Of course I am.
Right.
But I can't see them, so I have to continue to live. My phone is going to start ringing. I'm going to start getting invited to places.
More available,
I'm going to be texted and DM'd and IG'd. So what am I going to do? I'm going to follow up, and I'm going to meet that new lady that you are not going to like, but BUT, you allowed me. You gave me the opportunity to meet her because you're freeing me up. So you're going to be mad at her now.
They don't think like that.
You're going to be mad at me now.
They don't look at that. They don't even understand or even fathom that concept. They're focused. They're honed in on hurting you. They're honed in on keeping you away from your child. They're honed in on, no, he was not good to me when we were together. So guess what? Nope, he can't have his kids. And it's even worse when they see, I keep saying we.
But you're a woman. You support the position that a woman should still get child support.
Right.
Even though she does not allow the father to spend time with the child. Right. So that's you. That's you. That's you now.
I support it in the aspect of that the child needs things and the mother can't provide 100% everything. It takes,
But she's acting like she can provide by denying that.
But no. See, you're still paying the child support. You're still paying the child, so the child is not going without.
Well, if I'm doing my part,
the child is going without that nurturing from the father, and that's what she's not paying attention to. That's what's not important to her. What's important to her is that she can have her cake and eat it too. She can get the money and she can keep the kids, and you just have to pay in every way.
All right, but so now you're getting text that, I was at the barbecue. You're getting text that I was at the comedy club. You're getting text that, hey, he's not really walking around with his head down looking hurt. He is like having a good time. And he's a ladies' man. And so what you say to that?
Oh, now he's just being out there being a dog.
All right,
he just
because
be
what?
Out there.
Because what?
He just want to be out there because that's what he do. That's what he did when we was in a relationship.
No.
That's how they're going to think. I'm telling you.
But you see what my real point.
They're not trying to show your point. They're not trying to prove
your point. No, but my
point
here is that you're trying to hurt me, but I'm not hurting right now. Yes, of course I miss my child.
They're hurting themselves.
But I'm not hurting anymore because I have to live.
Right, absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
So my point here is who is winning? Now, who is winning? Is the mother who is trying to hurt the father winning?
She feels
the
like
father?
She is.
But is she really winning?
She don't look at rational like that.
But I'm asking you, is she
absolutely
really
not.
Okay, well, thank you.
She's not winning. Yeah, no, I'll give you that one.
So
one for Rob, Dr. Rob.
Finally, after 3 or 4 podcasts, I finally got one.
All right, I give him one.
Oh man, I'm gonna break it down one way or another. All right, okay. Let's hear it for Dr. Rob. Okay. Amanda finally gave me a point. Oh my God! On that note,
I guess I had to.
Yeah. Well, the truth is the truth. On that note, we're going to step aside and let a promo in, and we'll pick up the discussion on the other side of the break.
Relationship Readiness Life and Work Preparedness Services, the place you come to for coaching, consulting, and counseling in life, love, and work. We are a multi-purpose service organization that will coach you up, educate, guide, and motivate you to succeed. We provide management training and consulting services for all businesses in the areas of employee relations, unionized employees, progressive discipline, the annual review process, and emotional intelligence to develop effective leaders for your organization. And our relationship counseling services for individuals, couples, groups show you how to become relationship ready with improved self-esteem, resilience, and self-awareness. To learn more about our programs and services, please contact Robert T. Gardner Jr. by email at changeagentrtg@gmail.com or request a meeting for a free 1-hour consultation at relationshipreadiness.org. Thank you, and let's go back to Station BOB.
Okay, Amanda, so let me ask you this. How do you think we could fix this problem, with the scorned mother who, is denying the father the opportunity to see his child, and he's paying child support, and in some cases, an enormous amount of child support. As a woman, as a mother, how do you think, this woman who is scorned, how do we fix that? You have any thoughts or ideas about how she can, allow, the father access to his child?
I think that she would have to mature. I think she would have to mature to the point where she can see, she has to think outside of herself, outside of her pain, outside of her hurt. She would have to say, okay, all right, listen, I see my child moping around the house because, they're not with their dad.
Okay.
I see that they're not reacting, not reacting and acting the way that they should in school or they should at play dates. And
you see behavioral changes and school performances.
Correct. Academically.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Then, now you're talking.
Yeah. Then once that's, once that is noticed by the mother and she starts to it starts to hit her heart, then she should say, okay, you know what? Let me just let them go over or have a talk with them. Do you want to go with your dad? But see, it takes a mature woman to set aside her pain and her issue and see the child's. You know what I mean? And to really recognize and say, well, no, I'm going to stop my stupidity.
Okay.
And my stubbornness.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, you know what? I have to do this for my children so that they can be a healthy generation or a healthier generation than what I am and what I have been.
Right. Okay. So do you think perhaps, and I appreciate that and I hear what you're saying. Do you think that the lack of child support would help her mature in a more, expeditious fashion?
Not at all.
Oh, you don't think so?
Not at all. I think the lack of child support is going to anger her more, and she's going to act out.
Well, no, I'm saying this is the scenario. I'm just saying if this, was, a real scenario, if you will, where a father could say, okay, I haven't seen my child. I've been asking, begging, calling, even coming to your place of residence, requesting that you respect and abide by my court ordered time. And so now we're in court, and just say in a hypothetical world where the judge says, the father has some rights too, which fathers, it doesn't seem like we have rights.
Yeah,
okay.
Sadly.
So the judge says, well, fathers have rights too. And since he hasn't seen his child and he has shown that he has made, efforts to spend time with his child, I'm going to suspend the child support until the father is allowed to spend time with his child. So I'm saying in that context, if the mother is admonished by the judge that is why the child support is being suspended, do you think that would help the mother mature or do the right thing?
I would say no to maturing. And I would say yes to doing the right thing, because once you shut down that source of income, she gonna say, well, he can see him this weekend if he want.
Yeah, exactly. Because
he can come and get him whenever he wants.
Exactly, because the child is used as a weapon or
of course a pawn.
Exactly. Exactly. So you think that would bring about some change?
I think it would.
Wow.
I absolutely, because it's all about like you said, getting them nails done, getting that hair done, getting that outfit, getting that, and not saying that they don't spend it on a child, but if you give your portion, then they can use your portion for the child. They'll use some of theirs, and the other part of their portion of their money can go toward their outfit, can go toward their hair and their nail.
Are you hearing this? Where she's got the whole child support and the budget, and she's got it all like line item. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we do.
Wow, that's just straight evil. That is wow.
Yeah,
and this is what fathers have to contend with while we can. And if we don't pay child support, we get, incarcerated. You ever heard of Friday night sweeps? You know what the sweeps are?
That I can just by that term, I can almost imagine.
Yeah, Friday night sweeps are like when the father is in arrears with his child support and he comes home from work, or perhaps he's not working, and that may be why he hasn't paid the child support, but he's still home chilling, because he's had a tough time looking for a job, and he's getting ready to watch the NBA playoffs or what have you, and start getting on the internet to look for another job, but then he gets a knock on the door, and it's the marshal, it's the sheriff coming to arrest that father to enforce a warrant that was initiated by the mother of the child because she hasn't received any child support payments. And that used to happen to me. I never got swept up, but the probation department used to call me and say, Robert, we're about to issue a warrant for your arrest, even though I would call the mother of my child and say, listen, I'm going to pay, but my pay was delayed because I've been in some precarious situations with my pay. And so she would call probation anyway. But I was fortunate enough to establish with them that please don't do that. Call me and I'm going to do something, borrow something, work somewhere, do something and find that child support. So I never got caught up in the sweeps. And they used to tell me that she was a caller. They said, yeah, you know, your ex-wife is a caller. A caller meaning that she called often enough because she wanted to see me arrested and incarcerated.
So when you say that, you know what I hear? Pain. I hear vengeance. I hear, oh no, no, he's going to pay. Oh, he's going to pay one way or the other. If he don't pay the money, then guess what? He's going to pay with time in jail.
Wow. Well, what is that all about? What is that all about?
Unhealed emotional issues and wounds.
What is that? So now the father's locked up, and so now what? So now, okay, now I got nothing. Yeah, now I got a police record, okay, and so now when I'm finally find a job and they do a background check, so then I come up, I'm arrested now, and so that further,
delays the child support.
Well, not only that, but my ability to find gainful employment.
Yeah. No, we don't care. We don't care.
That's just straight
do what you got to do.
Evil.
Make it happen.
That is EVIL.
I need that money here Friday night.
You know what that tells me? That tells me that when you know how when you first meet a person and they're talking about, so, how many kids you want and, where do you want to live and who's going to take out the garbage and how we're going to pay the bills. I think what we should be talking about is if we don't make it, are you going to do all of those evil things to me that women tend to do, and sometimes men, but mostly women.
Mostly women.
Yeah, but we should be talking about that. Like, what kind of person are you? And like that, man? Can you handle a breakup? Because that's what this is really all about. Can you handle a breakup?
And you know what the response would be? Of course. What would make you think that? No way, honey. Come on. I don't look like that type of person.
Wow.
Babe, please don't ever. I'm always there. I'm in your corner.
Wow.
Now let my actions line up with my words.
Wow. That's tough. That's tough. Well,
it's truth.
Well, like I said, I'm married with 3 children, a daughter away at college, so she's hardly home, but when she's home, she's like one of the children, if you will. Oh my God. But so what I'm saying is between me and the wife, sometimes we have little like, who's not doing enough? Okay. Who's not doing enough? Yeah. I did this. I did that. I took them to scout meeting. I picked them up. I dropped them off. Hey, it is hard with 2 parents.
Yeah.
Why would a woman want to make herself a single parent by not allowing the father to see the child?
I cannot answer that one for you.
Well, what'd you say? We're going to wrap this up. What do you say in closing? What are your thoughts on that? Do you have any closing thoughts on that?
I would say for the women that do that, don't. Look at your child. Imagine how you felt if your father was there in your life when you were younger. Imagine how full your life was. And then if your father wasn't there, then imagine how empty it felt. So you've already been in your child's shoes. So you don't have to put yourself there.
Okay.
Don't do it to them.
Okay.
Because you don't hurt people. Hurt people. Did
you hear that? Hurt people.
Absolutely. So, and sometimes it's so psychologically in the back of our head, we don't even realize and we don't even think that we're hurting our children. And we're so zoned in and honed in on hurting you, but it's both of you.
Right. Okay. Well, I say to that is what I said earlier is why make yourself a single parent? It is hard. It's hard to raise one child with 2 parents. God forbid to be a single parent, to have that whole responsibility, scout meeting, dance lessons. I mean, the whole thing. Whatever, your activities are.
Right.
It's just to wake a kid up every day to take him to school and drop him off and pick him up. Who's going to pick your child up? Daycare is so expensive. Why make yourself a single parent? So I say to the mothers out there looking to hurt the dad because you're hurting, if you really want to get at the dad, take him to court. to make sure he picks up the children.
There you go.
Okay, you make sure he picks up the children. So then he's not running amok out there at the clubs. Exactly. And you can then go get your 2-inch eyelashes. You can get the weave all straightened out and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Get your nails done, your toes done, and then you're having fun. You need a break too as a single mom. And yes, I'm in full support of, the idea that men should support their children. But fathers need some type of leverage to stop mothers from denying them access to their children just because they're mad. You being mad.
Absolutely.
You being mad has nothing to do with the well-being of the child.
That's right.
Go ahead and be mad.
Yep.
But be mad while I'm spending time with our children so that he or she can be glad and not hurting from the idea that he can't or she cannot spend time with his or her father because you, the mother, is hurting. You want to get at the father, make him spend time with that child.
I agree.
And I'm so excited about that. My mic is turning red on that. And so with that said, let us know your thoughts. And thank you once again, our friends, for tuning in to Station BOB. And as always, thank you for your support, for jogging with us, riding on your Peloton with us, listening to us in your car. And as I always say, remember, love is an action, not a word, and it's not supposed to hurt. Until we meet again, peace.
As we wrap up this show, I hope this topic helped you to grow. And now you know a little bit more than you knew before. If you have any questions about this topic, please email me at changeagentrtg@gmail.com. See my website, relationshipreadiness.org, to learn more about my counseling, consulting, and educational programs related to life, love, and work. Finally, in the words of the late, great Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., if I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can cheer somebody with a word or song, if I can show somebody he is traveling wrong, then my living will not be in vain. Until we meet again, do the right thing when nobody is looking. Peace, beloved.